It's almost a given in election campaigns. Things like this ad that appeared in the Winnipeg Free Press and on a website. Or this one showing Conservative leader Heather Stephenson standing firm on not searching landfills for missing and murdered Indigenous women. At an event at Conservative candidate Kevin Klein's Winnipeg campaign office Wednesday, fellow candidate Réjean Caron was present. She's also a member of the Manitoba Métis Federation. APTN asked how her party's stance on the landfill issue sits with her as an Indigenous woman.
I understand the reasons. Obviously, it's gut-wrenching. There's no doubt. I'm a mother, and I'm also, as a police officer, I have worked on Indigenous files with missing and murders. So I have had a first-hand, knowledge of that.
The campaign event was a promise of $10 million to support women fleeing domestic violence, while outside, protesters shouted, "Search the landfill." Before the PC ads were published, Manitoba Liberal leader Dougal Lamont weighed in on the landfill issue during a sit-down with APTN.
But this should never have been a political issue at all. This is just something that should have been part of a police budget. We don't have a referendum like this on whether people have a murder investigation happen or not. So this has been a truly terrible, it's one of the worst things I've ever seen, quite honestly, in politics, that this is being used as a wedge issue in an election year to make people pick and choose when really we should be standing on the side of victims of crime.
APTN Truth and Politics panelist Nigan Sinclair says this style of ad appeals to certain people.
What we're seeing is a wide-scale approach, and desperate times call for desperate measures. What you're seeing is a very desperate Conservative Party who is only appealing to the very base level of voter. And the very base level of the voter is the question, will you vote for an Indigenous leader? Will you vote for women? Will you vote for a party that supports LGBTQ people? That's really what the appeal is in these attack ads.
Meanwhile, the Assembly of Manitoba Chiefs says human rights violations are prevalent in the PC leader's slogan, "Stand Firm," a reference to her decision not to back a landfill search.
It's been a long, hard journey to try and convince politicians that the lives of our women do matter. The lives of any person matters. And I don't know what much more I can say to do that.
The Liberals have promised to fund at least half the cost of the landfill search, which is pegged at around $184 million, with the NDP committing to funding a search but not giving a number. Manitobans will have the final say when they go to the polls October 3rd.